Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're back from Club Grandviews, or Grandviews Bowling Club, in preparation for, the third round today. Thank you. For the third round today of, what should be an amazing game here between St John's Park and, powerhouse team, St John's Park, aren't they?
And Wyong.
And Wyong. As the first jack comes down. Things going everywhere here. That's not a bad thing. We have
we're underway.
kicking off.
Opening bowl from Alistair Connell. Just a little bit on the shy side.
So it's tough to. This is always the interesting games. You come back from lunch and a bit of a full belly, and on a new green as well, potentially. Makes things interesting.
John Arrowsmith, good correction there. Just still a little. He's just gone a little bit shorter, but has drawn shot.
That's it. So the St John's Park team of Alistair Connell and Michael Rowe, and the Wyong team is John Arrowsmith and Mark Wheatley. So I'm just looking now at I'm going to run through some ladders for you in the sections. In Section 1, the Narandra team and St John's Park both have 2 wins. Both have won 2, and they're playing each other now. So that's not this game. That's the Johns and Foster team from St John's Park against Thornton and Morgan from Narandra. So that's an interesting one in Section 1. In Section 2, your mate Shippo and his partner Mr. Antrim from Soldiers Point have won 2. And, want to win this one because Greg Helm and the Engadine team have won 1 and had 1 loss, as have the Denniston Sports one. Merrickville at the bottom, no winners there. No clear winners either in Section 3. Marylands and Foster leading that table. Tarrant Point, Figgy Sports at the bottom.
Shippo and Terry Hantrim have a pretty good advantage in that, though, with a huge shot advantage over second place. So
yeah.
The combined margins there need to be about 35, so they're well and truly in control.
See, well, 28. The next one's got a -7. You're exactly right. Yeah. So it's a 35-shot point differential. In
Section 3, as you said, Scott Foster and I think it's John Roach, they're leading the Marylands pair. Shannon White and Marty Gosper, they've had a win and a loss. Ricky Malin and Murray Chapman have had a win and a loss. And the Glenn Beveridge, Steve Simeon from Fig Tree, 2 losses. Well, they're out of it. They're playing, I believe they're actually playing the section winners at the moment.
Maryland's at the moment. So, look, they're 5-shot score differential. Similarly in Section 4, 2 one-game winners, 1 2-game winner. Club Maitland City at the top. And pretty fair score differential there too. So, barring disaster.
No, actually, there's Bush and Andy Reese are playing Simon Mitchell, Nathan Dawson in this round.
Okay.
There's 5 shots. So 11 shots the difference. So if they can win by 6, well, actually, Bush and Andrew Reese have got a better. I know they're 14 the difference. Mm-hmm. So they need to win by 8. So they'll take 8 off Dorso and Simon if they can beat them and add 8 to their own. That'll get them over the line. Andrew's already questioned what happens if it comes 7 and they're equal. It'll go down to shots against.
Yep.
And I think then it would be Dorso and... Yeah, because they'd be 7 difference. So they need to beat them by a lot They need to beat them by 8, or they miss out.
Section 5. So Bargo's at the top of that. Garvey and Thorn. Yamba coming second there. They've got a score differential, interestingly, 0, which is a little unusual, but the leading team with 17. So, and this is the... So I think they're playing each other, actually, Yamba and Bargo right now. So that, once again, it's another one of those interesting ones. The top spot in the top, but everyone's 1-1.
They could open the door for someone else to have a big win and get through. But,
yeah, so it's everyone's had 1 win and 1 loss in that section.
Pretty well down from Mick Rowe. Just going to run through that.
Section 6 has 1 2-game winner, which is Manildra, but only a small score difference over Club Charlestown. Tarrant Point and Wang at the bottom, rounding out. I'm not sure who's playing who there. That'll be interesting. Kiama team, there's another section here. Section 7 have all one game winners. So it's Kiama, South Tamworth, St John's Park, the Rao team, and the Wyong team that we're currently commentating on are the bottom of that, with both with negative score differentials. However,
not much in it.
Not much in it at all. Section 8, this is the one with the bye in it. At the moment, Corrimal's on top over Huskisson.
Well, this is a knockout game.
This is a knockout game, and there's 2 shots between them, 14-12, but it doesn't matter. The winner goes through.
Only matters if there's a draw. We've got the opening score. It's 1-0, and it's popped up as the guys are using the app correctly.
Wonderful.
Goodness.
Yeah, but a chance here for the Section 8 is a good thing.
John Arrowsmith, the opening bowl of the end. Very good line and very good weight. That one's...
Oop, sorry, everyone. Dip that right down.
He's got it perfect now. There we go. That one's just short of jack high.
I do like those white bowls. They're flash ones. Look at that.
Well, the advantage of white bowls is on a hot day. They don't get as hot hanging onto.
I've discovered that. I've just bought recently a set of black bowls, and it's tough picking them up. I used to have, I've still got pure white bowls, and I've shifted to black ones, and the difference in temperature is absolutely remarkable. Physics in action.
Well, John Arrowsmith has got...
Yeah, 2 good ones.
And the reason is the black ones absorb a greater range of the visible light spectrum. So
Physics.
they absorb more, which excites the atoms within the structure. Because that, they warm up.
See, bowls and physics, everyone. You're not going to get that from any other broadcast. Just this one. I love physics.
I found some of the physics subjects when I did my course as to be rather taxing. But I did a couple of fancy physics courses in a part of my degree, so... And I only did physics for engineers.
Oh.
Oh, a bit unlucky there. He's pumped up his opponent's bowl. From here, that's in the count.
Yep, there's. I'd suggest that's 3.
So, Wyong holding 3.
Just organising some logistics over here, mate. We've got and it's important for the timing. Some of the teams here got their lunch a little bit late or a little bit delayed, and they've been held up. So they're over around the corner, and they've just started later. And the reason we need to know that is because these are timed games. They have a 2 hour, 15-minute window to play, in which to play, and we need to keep track of that. And that's why it's very important that even though we're more than happy for them, there's a good excuse getting their lunch late. We still need to keep track of what they're doing.
Just a little bit of a run through from Mick. And straight through the hole.
Yeah, just through the gap. Unlucky. That one around the back. Good smart bowl. Look for that. Oh, similar gap, pumping into the front one and falling down. Good shot. Big trouble here, I think, for St John's. If I've got these bowls colours right, I'm still matching them up to the players.
Yeah, the white and the green are while. Don't show up on screen that well because we are looking towards the sun, so they both all look a bit dark. It could be as many as 5.
God, magic fingers. Yeah, so 5 is saying close to 5. It's at least 4.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Mick Rowe's brother Paul actually plays here at Grandviews.
Here it comes. This looks
Might
good.
be cousins. Oh, he shot his own through, and that
really
is definitely
that.
5, maybe
5.
6. I think that's actually a full count. That is a full count.
Well,
so for the Wyong boys who are looking for a decent margin to give themselves a shot at this section,
that's
a fantastic start.
Yeah, it's absolutely ideal.
We've got Kiama and South Tamworth on the adjacent rinks. And South Tamworth's Brett Goodchild is another one who will be at Raymond Terrace with us. Benny.
Good.
He's qualified in the rookies.
Oh, that's good news. Excellent. We love to see that and hear that. Players getting up in multiple tournaments. If they're entering and they're playing, that's what we like to see. That's as often as possible, please, teams. Get in there, get out there and play the game.
And if anyone's watching on and says, hang on a minute, that guy just had his phone out on the green, that's perfectly acceptable because he's opening the BowlsLink scoring app and putting the scores in, which means our score on the screen is updating on what the players put into the app. It means we're not using any scorecards. It also means that you can watch the scores live online as the players update them. You go through the Bowls Now app, choose the results, and Bowls New South Wales, tap on the over-40s. When you see the over-40s pairs come up, click on the live button, tap on the live button, and you'll see current scores. It'll actually show you all the completed matches from round 1 and 2, and then we'll also show you what the current scores are entered.
Now I'm going to drop in the live chat there an actual link to it so that you don't, just to give you a little cheat to start with. Jump straight on there, in that one there, and it'll take you straight to the live portal and you can see all of the scores of all of the games around us right now. So interestingly, on this screen, there's only 3 games started here at the moment.
There'll only be 3 games on here.
There'll only be 3 games on here. Really?
Yeah. So we were to have 4. Unfortunately,
correct.
our Dubbo pair had a little problem and were unable to attend. And it was a last-minute thing. Dan, unfortunately, gave us a call yesterday afternoon and said, look, my lined-up additional player couldn't make it. Can't get anybody else, can't make it. And disappointing, and no more disappointed than Dan from Macquarie.
Yeah, I reckon that'd be tough.
But what it does mean is we have an effective quarterfinal. Well, no, not a quarterfinal. A knockout
round now. I'm just looking there.
Round of 32, because we have quarterfinals tomorrow. No, it'll be a round of 16. Quarters have 8 teams in them.
So I'm going to keep a good eye on this game, and also half an eye on that game, because that knockout game we're talking about from the people of my favourite club.
Well, it's your current club, mate. My former club, mate.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, Johnny Hills.
Cornwall,
against.
That's right.
He is actually a former Siddos member.
He's a former Husky member too.
Yeah,
I've heard.
Played at a few clubs. Actually, played against Hillsy in number 1 pennants earlier this year. I'll mention that one because I actually played well.
Yeah, that's it. I've had a ripper. I'm going to call that one out.
I'm going to live on that game for about 5 more years, I think.
A little better position here for St John's Park at the moment. They're 7-0 down already.
Holding a couple. Last bowl's finished just a bit short of the ditch.
It's a tough day. It's a tough game when you start with dropping a 6, a full count.
Well, better to drop them early than late. The only time you wouldn't mind dropping a 6 is a bit of last end if you were more than 6 in front, unless that was a margin that you were looking for.
Yeah.
Mark Wheatley, couple down, just wants to draw in. Oh, he's going to have a running shot here.
He has.
So he can get both bowls, and he's close.
Oh, he has. He's cleaned
them both.
Wow. What a shot.
Can we replay that one?
We never, ever...
No, we can't.
No, we can't, because I haven't hit the record button.
So Mick Rowe, after being looking comfortable holding a couple, now under pressure, has the draw.
That's an amazing shot. Just out of nowhere. Both of us thought he was going for the draw. Then he ran through.
Well, we need to go back to the live shot. We're stuck on Media 1.
Oh, dear. That explains it. Now bowls are appearing everywhere. Look at that.
So we were getting the last few seconds of the Media 1. So that wasn't your screen having conniptions. That was actually just a little technical glitch on our side. Oh, call from that was that they could be 3.
If this one drops in, yeah. Good support here. I can hear some yelling on the screen. That's a great shot.
That'll make at least 2. So when he cleaned out those 2, he actually just got rid of the closest 2, not all of them by the looks of it.
I thought it was those 2 were the only ones. It's the view I'm getting. I've been wrong with the footage before, and I'll certainly be wrong again. Or they're having a good look.
Well, not much in that.
No. One to St John's Park is the call.
Oh, nevertheless, it is a step in the right direction for the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
And a shout out to the anyone watching on at the Saints headquarters.
Bailey will be watching without a doubt.
No, wrong club,
Wrong
mate.
club, Cabramatta. Sorry, my bad. St John's. That's
That'd
not even. Cotty.
Bunsey, Jared Beath in the bowls office, and
Anthony Cotty will be there.
Anthony Cotty, yeah. Trying to think of the name of the pavilion that the Saints call home for the bowls. I'm sure somebody will jump online and tell us. Very bright out there now.
Oh, it's bright as anything. I'm a struggler at the best of times without sunglasses, and I've left my sunnies somewhere this week.
I know exactly where mine are.
Yeah, they're no good to me though.
No good to me either when I'm looking at a screen.
Oh, we're looking at
polarised.
these polarised screens, yeah.
And that is a great start
Yeah,
from
fantastic.
John Arrowsmith. Alistair Connell, he just wants to sneak under that and grab hold of the white, and he's done the jack, not the white. Made a couple of shots, I think. Great little conversion.
Brilliant. Goes those mighty white bowls.
John Arrowsmith, he's got a bit of speed on this, but he's got a little funk.
Enough. Looks it.
Might be enough for shot. Live looks he beats the back one, and from camera he beats the one to the left of screen. Alistair here, he's got a chance again, just a little toucher. He likes it, he's chasing. Set his own then. Well, that's good enough for shot.
Yep, rolled it over nicely, just a perfect little stop.
Yeah, so stick on the same hands, good call. Roll your own or just finish him behind. A lot of people might have been tempted to switch over to the forehand to try and roll that ball out. But this one will build ahead, and if he gets contact there, he'll get his own.
He's through.
Just going to split the gap. But big thing there, he's finished him behind.
Yeah, he's in a good spot.
Perhaps would have been a little better if it didn't cut the head by quite so much or owned the tee, but be happy with that one. I'll get first use of this. I think he'll play, he's lining up forehand. He'd be happy to get a little touch, knock that jack just a little towards the tee. Just make it a little bit harder for his opponents. I think he's just missing a little ingredient here.
Yep, just that one of the two things. Sadly.
Just under the line, good for a toucher.
No.
And Mark, he'll continue with that backhand draw. Just needs one roll out of either of his own two bowls.
The boys have just remembered about the camera. I heard a little chuckle over there.
Oh, if he gets around that.
Oh, wow. Look at that come in late.
Doesn't need to roll his own. He just needs to dead draw it. That is superb. That's one of the things you know that here at Grandviews, your bowl will come back.
Will turn, yeah.
On both sides of the green. The side that Mark's played is probably just today, so far, has been holding a bit. But look at that wind. That wind's coming the opposite direction now.
I know. It was fluky, getting a bit fluky towards lunch, and now it's punching in the wrong direction different direction what it has been.
I'm not sure how much effect that wind will have, though, because the clubhouse is sitting basically along the edge of this green, shielding it. This end especially. Just going to roll through with that one. Perhaps a little bit quick. Oh, Alistair likes this one.
Yeah, he's a lot of interest.
And
Willing it on.
he's
I don't think it's quite
close. Although, John just...
And there's a little picture of what we can see with the wind. It's blowing pretty much directly across the green now.
Well, John Arrowsmith just indicated one down, so perhaps Mark Wheatley's bowl has just gone a little bit too far through.
Yeah, it might be that wing bowl that's holding now.
So
has been holding.
Looks like he's trying to draw in between those two.
Too heavy.
And look, probably a good idea not to attack too much there. You want to rip out the extra one.
His line was great.
So Alistair Connell will pick up the mat. So it was 1 to St John's Park. They'll close the gap by another shot, and that'll go on in just a moment.
Skippers have been pretty well vigilant with their score updates this time, so no stress for us running backward and forward. It makes our life a bit easy. I think it's different. We previously have run our own scores up here and kept track of them, but with these guys doing it themselves, it gives us a little more time just to watch the games.
And there it goes. Decent start from Alistair. He's just cut the line a little bit. It's run across the head. I'm going to disappear for a minute.
Yep, you
Just
got work to
do
do.
some checks around the place.
No worries at all. Keep them all in line. Good luck. We'll see you soon. It's a little bit more loose here from the leads, from what we've been accustomed to with these guys. It's only a few ends in, but geez, they've really shown some good draw bowling right up until this minute, I think. And that one there that's crossed the head as well. It's not the greatest of starts by the the leads here. Wanting to come down. So it looks a little better if it's got the weight. Oh, Jack will do. There you go. I'd say it's commentator's curse, but I think I gave him the... didn't put the mockers on him anyway. He's done well. Shot. Skipper's lining up. At the other end, it is really bright out here. And the sun's just starting to creep past the club. This is just going to get brighter and brighter, I think. The greens are running so spectacularly well. And look, if you're in Sydney and you got a bit of a loss as to what to do this afternoon, coming down to Club Grandviews, they'll look after you here. I can tell you now, this is a beautiful club to be at. I'm pretty envious, actually. If I lived closer, this is where I'd be a member. These greens are spectacular. Little bounce. Not really. Comes the second bowl from the Wyong team, just punching into the purple one there. Still would suggest it's only one to Wyong. The rest are pretty loose. As I said, it's not normal. I haven't seen this in these games. Now they're all chasing that white bowl now. And this one runs through, so it's one to, excuse me, I said Wyong, one to St John's Park. Nope, correction, was one to Wyong. I'm not that silly. He just picked up the jack. Alistair did, and so Wyong on 9. Well, it looks, I would say now, if it wants the skippers jump on this. And St John's Park remain on 2. So Andrew's back. Welcome once again. Bit of a loose head the last one, mate. It was just one there to Wyong. That white ball that I think you saw last was the one that kept it.
I didn't actually see that. I was just doing a little check around to make sure that everything was flowing nicely, and it is.
Seems to be, yeah. We're in a good spot.
Thought I might try and get myself a bit spot of lunch, then I was a bit busy during lunch organising other problems, and they closed on me.
What?
Yeah, just a bit too late, so hear something growling, it's not Benny getting cranky with me, it's the tummy saying, you didn't feed me.
I can get cranky with you, mate. You're doing well.
That's a pretty handy effort from John. I did actually call Jeremy Roach John a little earlier on, but apologies there, because John is from Narrandera. Jeremy's the one here playing. And Alistair Connell, good correction there. He's got the shot back. John Arrowsmith will be looking for, well, the same weight's probably not a bad deal here. If he's got just a slightly tight line, he can sit the shot bowl or trailer jack. Just needs to arrive. Oh, he's just going to hang a little wide with that one. It's another good bowl. Second and third for Wyong. Alistair, more of the same, I think, is the quest here. Try and give the Saints one more. After 5 ends, they're trailing by 6. They need a victory and a little one. They want to try and get a better margin up. South Tamworth and Kioma on the next rink across. All from this section, all with 1 win each. A little bit in between them with margins, not a hell of a lot. Kioma just on top. But if someone can pull out a good win in this round 3, they'll be the one claiming the berth in tomorrow's quarter-final. Now the game on this green, of course, Corrimal and Huskerson. The winner of that will be in tomorrow's quarter as the section winner. And Mark Wheatley, little trail back. Oh, he might have just taken it a bit too far. He has. Still one down with the ball to the right of screen, just past Jack High. That's Alistair Connell's. Mick Rowe, he hasn't got a lot to look at here. Plenty of danger either way. Wants to get past those. He's got the little, well, not quite in, but it's hasn't done any favours to Mark. He's just going to reach there, trying to run through. John's just forgotten the cameras there. Hopefully he'll move, but I can tell you this one's coming in. He wants the, and he's just pushed Alistair's. He's trying to get John's attention, but he is focused on the game. John. John. We did just get him as that bowl came in. Mick Rowe, he wants to miss that one. Well, they do have the best at the back. That would also own the tee for a while. But there is a nice little wall of opponents' bowls in front of there. Doesn't want to punch them in and run them in. Well, he's going to try and get that jack. Can use the bowls just to the right of screen. Well, he's actually all he wants to do is get underneath that, and well, he's not quite got the rub he wanted.
Yeah, it's nearly there.
He really wanted to get a run off those and straighten up.
Yeah.
As it is this one shot, and there's not a lot here. Michael's brought his bowl down. He can have a look.
When in doubt.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him just put the bowl down and say that'll do us. Oh. No, they're going to have a crack.
Oh, what are they holding, mate? I can't see.
I think it's one to the Saints with the one that's just behind Jack High.
Oh, yep, seen.
This side, so it's the right of screen. The white bowl next to it. He might be just trying to get through that portal, run his own up, or just get a little straighten. He's just going to hold. He's been all, well, it's not going to get anywhere because he's been overly cautious with that one. So it is one more to the Saints. It'll be 8-3 after 5, playing end number 6. So if you have just joined us, we are coming to you live from Club Grandviews. We're bringing you the 2023-24 New South Wales State Over 40s Pairs Final, or the state finals. This is game 3 today, the final sectional match. And after today, our 8 sectional winners will line up tomorrow morning in the quarterfinals. And we will definitely have 2 teams we haven't featured in the quarterfinal. We've engineered it that way.
So as I do a quick refresh here, I can go around the rinks a little bit. Remember, you can access all of this through the link I chucked in the live chat. And so you can access it yourself. However, I'll go through after about 5 ends and on all of them, except for 1 or 2. The Narandra team against St John's Park is down 7-2 after 5. Harvard's down against Avoca Beach 6-3. Soldiers Point, Shippo's team over Marrickville 8-0. Remember, they already had a huge score differential as well. Denniston Sports down 2-9 to Engadine. Figgy Sports down to Maryland's 4-0. Foster over Tarrant Point. That's the Chapman team of Tarrant Point, 7-1. Dapto sits down 5-6 to Harrington after 5 ends. Club Maitland City is tied at the moment with Curry at 8 all after 6 ends. Soldiers Point and DY after 3 ends, it's 2-1. Game hasn't started, no, they just haven't been doing the scores. I'd suggest Tarrant Point and Club Charlestown 7-1. Tarrant Point's up, that's the Charlton team from Tarrant Point. The Alcorn team from Manildra is up 5-4 after 6 over Wallerawang. Wyong, that's us here, 8-3.
A little trail there. He's kicked it across, and it's still 1 to St John's Park. Siddo's team, for the Siddo's fans watching on, we've got a sub playing in that game now too.
Oh.
Ricky's succumbed to his midweek injury.
Shoulder. Yeah.
No, he's got a bung knee. He's,
knee. I thought he was in the sling during the sling.
No, that was Keddy's partner.
That's right.
Had his arm in a sling.
So I've just missed a couple. And there's two that I know people are watching this. 5-all, Kiama and Tamworth 5-all. And Corrimal over Huskerson at the moment, 6-1 after 4 ends. Yeah, wow.
Pretty handy bolt. Michael Rowe sits in for shot.
Yeah, just switched over to the camera view and watch bowls shoot everywhere.
Made 2.
Oh, late turn does exist here.
That'll be just gone through. It'll be 3rd shot, I think.
I really thought he was going to turn into the jack then.
Well, he's 3 inches too long to get second.
Just waiting to see where that finishes. It might be the second closest as well. So 2 great shots there by the St John's skip. Slightly narrower, similar weight, playing to push it through. Oh, and he punched it. He hit it pretty well, just perhaps a little too fat. Only rolled it a few times, but they've definitely got one in the measure, Alistair says, at the other end. Watching now. This one's turning in beautifully and pulling up like an absolute champion. What a bowl. What a bowler. That is fantastic. He's almost best off now. Well, he can't. They've got the tee covered as well, but he's 3 down. Might as well lay into it. Just going for it, mate, he says. Here we go. It's not real heavy. He's going to duck under. Jeez, I reckon I would have gone full-blooded at that. But then again, I generally say that a lot, don't I, mate? Oh, magic fingers instead of a tape. Just get the tape out. 2. Wow, 2 to St John's Park, and they're making their way back after a pretty awful start. They're a quality team, though. They'll do well. So while they're setting this up, and I set the camera up properly, I'll just give you a quick heads up as we've been speaking about, and we'll speak about every single time now as in the lead up to this, but the 2023 Bowls New South Wales Member Conference. It's happening from the 8th to the 10th of November. It's going to be just magic. It's going to be something for everyone, a festival of lawn bowls in the end. As such, you can come down and meet all the people that you like. Meet all the people that you like in bowls. Meet all the players in bowls. Come and meet us. Andrew and I will be there. All the Bowls New South Wales team. I'm sure Lee will be there. Lee Stinson won't be able to miss. More important than us, though, former Wallaby and Australian captain John Eales, and is coming down to give a keynote address, and then a technical masterclass from Karen Murphy. Come and learn how to get your bowls down a bit better. I'll be there teaching how to do bowls link and and come and look at my stupid haircut and find out why they call me Benny Two Shoes. And Andrew will be there giving some umpiring updates and advice and sharing some stories about his journey in, what is it now, 27 years you've been working in bowls? Something like that?
A bit more than that, but yeah.
Yeah? So, long enough to know more than me anyway, more than anyone. I'd say one of the what did Tony Abbott call it? The font of all knowledge? Or suppository of all knowledge? It's worth thinking what he said. But so come and meet Andrew, and we'll all be there. And it's just a festival of bowls, masterclasses, accreditations, and I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it at Cabravalle Diggers, which is a big club, and come and have a look in the city. P&O will be there, some sponsors. Bring it on. Tickets available on the member on our website, which I'll just chuck straight away now into the feed. Oh, look, Mike Watts from Aberystwyth is here too, now that I look at the live feed. Oops, I've just clicked on the link. Paul Goddard asking for the Husky updates. I'll keep them coming, mate. But Paul, jump on the, unless you're driving around working, I guess, but jump on the live scoring app. They're all there.
I had someone's, they had the live stream going in their car. You weren't watching it, were you? No, I had it connected to my Bluetooth and was listening to the commentary.
Listen to us, that's it. I know that Paul does that himself. He has his phone in his bag. Scotty Dalton just walking past me here. He's got at least one supporter anyway.
Oh, it's a good start for St Johnny's here. They're holding, it's probably still 3. Just got the edge of that bowl, pushed it out. Maybe 2. On the camera view, the live view, it looks 3. Plenty of room for Mark Weekley to cut that down. And Wyong's got everything at the back, so I think St John's are actually looking to get tee or ditch covered. Mark's just going to run through. I'd say that one is now second shot.
Yep.
Discretion might be the better part of Valor here. Try and get one, just cover the tee, second best to the back. Going to draw another shot. Oh, no, he's got the slide off and run out again.
Yeah, just through.
Well, there's plenty of room to draw second shot, so I think Mark might be just looking to draw.
So I'm just loving these new scoreboards, because actually I can see these really clearly even from here on the other side of the green. Look, at pretty bung eyes. So, I can see next door, is it Kiama versus...
Oh, that's a big trail for Mark.
Yep, huge.
It's gone from 2 down to 3 up.
Wow, yeah. Kiama versus South Tamworth, 5-all after 5. Huskerson versus Corrimal is now 6-4.
Oh,
here it comes.
He's just a little over the draw on this one.
Yeah, it's come down with a little bit of weight.
But he's got 3 chances there. He can turn his own or he can sit one of the bowls, as long as he's not overly narrow.
Oh, he's hit that one.
And, he wouldn't have minded getting that one if he got it. Oh, no, that's it. Yeah, that one's his. If he'd got it flush and pushed it all the way up, he'd have been happy. But
2 more rolls.
But it's going to be another big, decent count for Wyong here. With St John's closing that gap back to 3. Very important count of, he's drawing for 4. Speed doesn't look too bad. Urging it on. It's come right back. Look at that. That'll be 4. So the Saints have got their way right back into this, and then bang.
They lost it again, but that was a fantastic draw bowl at the end. Just building. That's what skips are meant to do. Rescue or build, and he did both. He rescued the end and built a score out of it. So, yeah, well done to the Wyong skipper there.
And you're wondering why John's just pausing. He's putting the score in. Normally you'd expect both skippers in a pairs game to be keeping a scorecard, but we've got the app scoring here. So that's the player in the team that's got the phone that'll put the app on it.
Yeah, it's I think in their team it's more about he's got the app and he's very up to date with it. So why not?
And the point of the normally would expect the matching players to keep the scorecard. The app does the checking for you.
Yeah, exactly right.
If you don't put the same score in, it says, hang on a minute, you put the wrong score in. Somebody has.
Actually,
Confer with your opponent.
Actually, hadn't thought of it like that. Yeah, because you confirm the score together on the screen, so you don't have to talk to each other and compare cards. Yeah, that's fantastic.
So the first person puts their score in, and the second one puts the score in, and if the second one doesn't agree, it comes up with a nice little red warning. You haven't got the same score in it, and the other player sits there and says waiting for confirmation and has the review score option. So it's up to the person that puts it in second to just go, hang on a minute, what was that?
Yeah, that's it. Are you sure?
Or to go, oh hell, I put the wrong number in. Or if the first player's accidentally put 22 instead of 2.
Something I'm noticing here is it's Alistair, isn't it, from St John's Park there. He delivers his bowl, he stands up dead still like a statue. It's until his bowl comes to rest, in fact. It's quite remarkable.
John,
has he got it?
Just going to glance and run through.
Well, it's well and truly open.
One of the things with a freely running green, if you're going to play to sit a bowl, you just about need to get it very flush, unless your weight is brilliant.
Mm.
And you're just using the flop rather than the stop on it. If you're going to use a bowl for breaks, you're going to have to hit it pretty flush, or you get the edge you're going to run on for a little bit. So it is it's probably 2 to St John's Park as that head stands. I think the front one does count.
Right, just guys, we've just had one pop up. There's scammers in our live in our live chat. So don't click on any links that don't come from us. Anything that doesn't say Bowls New South Wales above it, they're not your friends. And so I've just taken that down, and I'm just about to. Yep.
Yeah, we do try to make sure that we've got settings to block links, but
they're not perfect.
No, scammers are very clever because they want to steal your money.
That's it. Don't pay for anything we don't charge. That's not a thing. So, and g'day to Vince Calabrese. It's good to see you here, mate. I've put links in here to Bowls Link and the member conference, and there's absolutely no need to click on anything else.
And look, if you're not sure about that, make sure instead of clicking the link, jump on the Bowls New South Wales website for yourself, which is bowlsnsw.com.au. Security
tips as well. So we're going physics, bowls, security tips. I'll give you the tip. If someone sends you a link over a text message, like from an insurance company, there's no need to click on the link. No. Go to their website.
No, just swipe on the message and go delete.
Go away. Click on no links. Trust nobody except us. We go all right. So what do we got here? They're all still aiming at that jack sitting out. Oh, well.
Just snuck past. Yeah. Mark Wheatley's drawn shot with one of his. He's just going to slide through again. And from our vantage point, Ben, this green has got that lovely little shine, smooth shine that tells you that it's in good nick.
Oh, and reacting to the sun and getting fast. It's just, God, I wish I had my sunglasses.
And
I'd be a good 25% more comfortable.
we are at the beginning of the growing season, the end of winter. So
You've got a school card. One of the guys can't get the app to go.
has he closed it and opened it again?
He's closed it and opened it, and there's still the circle's turning, but it's not operating.
Okay.
And they're sitting up there now. Oh, they might have to start a bar again. And they're just
Sandwich out.
yeah, I know.
Rep Sanders.
You know where she is? She's just walking around, is she? Okay. Thanks.
She just, oops, somehow that's gone under the chair on. I don't know how that happened. The Skips, the live scores don't change anything because the Skips still have to ask the head exactly how many they got, and the answer to that one was 2. So 11-5 now on after 8. Well, the live score actually says 14-5, so that's something's gone wrong there. After 9, I know, N9, my apologies. Yeah, that's more like it. There we go, yep, just a little confusion.
I'm
Cut to the
guessing.
head.
I'm guessing that they just hadn't added the 3.
Yeah, exactly right. So 7-all to Kiama and South Tamworth there next door. After 7, they were 5-all after 5 as well. So that's a tight one happening there. Now, I'm not going to give anyone the Husky score until there's good news. No, just they haven't updated their scoreboard, and I'll look at live scoring in a second and bring you some updates from around the grounds.
It's an intriguing battle here. As the scoreboard suggests, the Wild Boys had just had the better of it. It's only been 1 or 2 bowls, the difference, I think. Mark Wheatley turned around and made a big count a couple of ends ago. He was a couple down, trailed the jack and then drew another to make a 4. So 6 shots difference. Could very well be 10-7 if you take that end changeover. So sometimes, though, it's not how many good bowls you play, but when you do play them. Timing is everything.
Not wrong. So they're just an update because I'm looking through this. I can see mate Scotty's struggling with the bloody app over there, but that's okay. He's not the most tech-savvy dude in the world. But 9-7 after 7, so Coromel's up by 2 on that rink. Still 7-all there. 14-5 after 8 here. Around the grounds, not much. A couple of close games. And Naranda and St John's Park, that's an important game. They are 8-all after 9. Harbord and Avoca Beach 11-7. So Avoca Beach up after 8 ends.
What a bowl from Mark Wheatley. Once again, the perfect draw shot.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at Alice. I heard him say, pull your finger out. Have a go at his skip. Tell him to pick his game up.
Oh,
Goodness.
that's actually a really good result, though, because he's now got 3 seconds at least. He's sat the second shot out and stayed. Mark Wheatley probably needs to add one in. not far away either. He's just got the contact. Definitely holding one, but I'd say it's two.
Yeah, I'd say two. Looking at that, I can see it, with it live right in front of us here. We've got a particularly good view where we're sitting of this.
Backhand reaching. Plays through this. He can sit either one of those bowls. Say to Mark, well, you've got to put another one in. He's just going to hang wide with that weight.
Yeah.
Quite importantly, it's best back.
Yeah.
Don't think he owns the tee. Pretty sure he doesn't.
So you can see how close we are to the, that's me just shading my eyes, but see how close we are to the head there. Got a good view of it. In this beautiful club, it's well set up. Great to watch bowls. One of the better ones I think I've been to for watching bowls, Andrew. Oh, wow.
Well, it has reduced the opportunities and made it 2 or 3.
Maybe 4. Oh, no, this is Andrew's bowls. My apologies. Yeah, 3. Sorry, Alistair's bowl.
So he's just working out what's the best option here. Not a lot. You might have to switch over to the forehand and just try and play a little bit through that head. Can play. He's going to play quite a bit through the head. Wants some contact. Wants some more contact than that.
Yeah.
So he's rocked the bowl, gone through the gate, and going to drop probably 3. And they're going to have a look for any more.
Magic fingers. No, tape's better. That's right.
Let's throw the lie detector on.
Feeling a bit privileged here. Dawny Heyman's watching on as well. Oh, it's an umpire's call, is it? No, Alistair's going to have a look. One of this country's better bowlers, Dawny Heyman.
Illawarra product.
Yeah. Yeah, we love that.
We love Fairy Meadow. And we do have
and it's an umpire's call.
I just heard a shout from nearby.
I was about to say, some cricket being played, I think, behind us. It's a bit of a sporting precinct where we are at the moment.
It is.
And that ground down the bottom, that looks spectacular. I said, you've got to get out here if you're in Sydney and you ever get an opportunity to come down and play bowls at Grandviews. Come on out and give it a go. It's a great place.
Let's have a look at the scores that appear online while our umpire comes out. Just trying to scroll down to see the green bits. Here we go. So we have Thornton from Narrandera leading Sean Johns of St John's Park 9-8 after 10. Brand of Avoca leading Forest Craig 13-7 after 9. That's Harbord. Terry Antrim, Soldiers Point, 16-5 up after 10 over Merrickville. Dan and Greg of Engadine, that's Greg Helm, up against Grant Gudmanson. Denison Sports, it's 11-8 in favour of Engadine after 11 ends. Jeremy Roach, 7-8 behind against Steve Simeon of Fig Tree, that's Maryland's Fig Tree. It's 7-8. After 7.
Oh, goodness.
Marty Gosper Foster 10-4 up after 9 over Murray Chapman of Tarrant Point. Siddos, sorry fans.
What do you think of that? I've never seen this technique
That's a tremor
before. Except on a synthetic, actually.
Yeah, look, widely used in Victoria. I've not used them, so I'm not going to say anything about them. They're the go-to for some people. I would prefer
Orbital.
I'd prefer an orbital. But unless you're from New South Wales or Queensland, the orbitals. And what? A what? I'd also prefer a laser. So
Yeah, exactly right.
over that distance, the laser's probably just on the limit.
I've never. Wow. There you go. Well, that's 3.
It's Harrington up over Siddos, 15-7. And the grudge match, Mitchell Dawson of Maitland City, 16-9 up over Ush and Andrew Reese of Curry. Soldiers Point, Lisa Burton, Daniel Colaris trail DY 2-7 after 6. We'll have to check Dicko's score.
Yeah,
on rank
I
6.
think the Bargo guys haven't been using the.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gone a bit further than I thought it would.
Adam Charlton leads 8-5 over King from Charlestown after 7. The Manildra Alcorn couple lead Adam Favell of Rollerawang 9-5 after 10. Got this game. Jeff McIntyre up, well, it says 11-7 after 9 on the. And that's what the scoreboard says. Fantastic.
That's what I like to see.
And
He's thrown
Coronel 9, Huskerson 7 after 7. Didn't even see that one on here.
Yeah, second last one, I think it is.
Oh, yeah. 9-7 after 7. There you go. I need to look closely.
If it's so no, it's a Scotty Maston game. It'll be a slow one. So, so they'll be there
Well,
for a
we
while.
might have to watch the time with that one.
That's right.
They're now just on the halfway point. So they're just a fraction behind.
Yeah, they weren't even one of the late starters. That's interesting, isn't it?
It's a decent start from the leads. John's just a fraction through with his second bowl. Alistair can sit the shot bowl or turn his own. He's just going to go through the hole.
Yeah,
Just
see
past the
someone
tee.
Get delivered a Pepsi. That's lovely. So just put this over here and just while this bowl comes down. No, actually, I'll wait till it's finished.
Well, John looks a little narrow to me. I think that'll swoop.
Yep.
Wants to get past that one. Doesn't want to roll it. And he's gone past. It was actually fantastic weight.
Yeah.
Look at how that bowl has really cut across.
So while that ball's coming down, I just want to point out there's a couple of the Zone 13 umpires. The Zone 13 umpires have volunteered all their time for this. And they look good in their Zone 13 umpires shirts. There's a whole umpires committee here. One of the conveners and one of the main members is one of my mates from Diamond Bay Bowls Club, I think. And it's a good bunch of people. So thanks to them. And there's a bunch of them around today. Gail and Kev Buckley are watching. G'day. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to see everyone here that's watching with us. These amazing competitions.
Umpires today, Ross Craig, Brian Davis and John McDonald. According to the information I was supplied anyway. Zone 13 has a policy to provide their umpires a small out-of-pocket expenses allowance. Certainly no big money to be made in umpiring long bowls. Umpired at, I think, 5 different world events.
Oh, wow.
3 World Cups, 1 World Indoor, which is the equivalent of the World Cup, and the World Champion of Champions. I got 1 tank of petrol reimbursed for the World Champion Champs. I went up and umpired at St John's Park there a few years ago.
Look at the finishing swoop. I thought he was going to carry Jack then. Just missed. That was close. Yeah, I think
Spent a week away from home, took a week's holidays.
sometimes the clubs do really well, and I'm going to shout out Moama here. They look after volunteers that travel and volunteers that do things really well. They're quite amazing actually down there, the way they look after volunteers and things. And volunteerism seems to be in most sports on the wane, on the way out, but not in bowls. Bowls we seem to collect volunteers quite well. And I'd like to see that kept up. There's such a good culture in bowls for it. Now, if we support our bowlers, and that's a good thing now.
And Bowls New South Wales does provide a reimbursement of some out-of-pocket expenses. Nothing too flash, and a modest meal allowance if you're away from home to work on our behalf.
Still 2 shots in it. Husky versus Cornwall over there. It's 10-8. Cornwall up. I can't see the South Tamworth one at the moment. I could move a camera around to look, I guess. 7-11. So all of a sudden there's a jump, and Kiama's jumped out 11-7 on 9. There's 4 shots difference there. And this rink, of course, 14. That's just 17-5. So this
He wants the white ball. Not going to get it. So that's another one.
Geez, Team Wyong
Racing ahead.
18-5, and in these games, we've said it 1,000 times. We spoke about it the first time. I think you and I sitting next to each other, Andrew, at the state champs in the shortened formats. When someone gets a bit of a lead, it's very hard to peg back. So, his first one's run pretty long. And look, the amount Jack's been moving in this game, that'll come into play at some point, I'm sure.
Oh, getting the backward in first, but probably not what he aimed to do. But better to miss long than short.
Miss short, yeah.
The Jack moves, you got a lot more chance for it to be moving up towards the bank than up towards the mat. If that makes sense.
Oh, it does. Yeah, we don't want to see. Very rare to see Jacks go forward. It usually scares people when it does.
So the way the section stands at the moment, Wyong is on a -6 and Kiama's on a +8.
Do you reckon we should go to Bowls Australia and ask them to do live ladders off their live scoring? Or is
No.
it a bit much?
No.
I'm going to ask them. Anyone from Bowls Australia, if you're listening?
The concept is good, but let's not put any more work on. So Kiama in front by 4 and Wyong in front by 13. So Wyong on the live ladder, they're both on the most points, but Wyong's on +7 and Kiama on +12 if you wanted a live ladder position. So it's still 5 shots difference, did I say? 7 and 12, yes. Wyong in a position to... Well, Kiama's just picked up a single.
Came over there, yeah. So did Huskerson, so it's 10-9 on that rink at the moment. And 18-5 here. I actually think that's wrong, is it? No, that's right. They got the right score up there. That's good. Round the grounds there, Elsewhere, as you said, Manildra. Where is Manildra?
It's zone 4.
There's a down in Nowra. There's a Manildra
Flour mill. Yep.
Oh, they make starch and paper and stuff down there.
Yes, that's the company that originally started in Manildra, New South Wales.
Okay.
It's Western New South Wales. I'm trying to think of the best way to put it. In the vague region of Orange.
Oh, north of Coonawarra.
Canowindra.
See, I did that before too, and my wife told me off. Sorry, everyone. Sorry to all of New South Wales for not saying it the way it's spelt. Canowindra.
As long as you're not going to Unandra or Narrandera.
Narrandera, that's it.
People from Narrandera get Unandera wrong, and people from Unandera get Narrandera wrong.
Well, it's west of Orangi.
Yeah, so I said in the vague region of Orange.
Orange, yeah, that's right.
So it's in
between Orange and Parks.
Yeah.
Right, gotcha.
Geography lessons as well. We're doing well.
Oh, that's good for me. I'm heading out that way quite soon, actually, to do some bowls league training. So keep an eye out for that. People out Narrandera and Wagga way.
And a big shout out to anyone who's played for the Manildra Rhinos rugby league team.
Okay.
I know that because one of the guys I went to university with was from out Orange Way, and he used to talk about playing his league out there and playing against the Manildra Rhinos, and I always thought, what a cool name.
It's for a rugby team there.
Yep.
That's awesome. My mother-in-law's from Orange.
And you still like to play?
I don't know. I haven't spent much time there, to be fair. They live in Lithgow now.
We can't say anything bad about Orange because that's where Lee's from.
Lee's
from that area anyway.
Lee's busy over in God's country at the moment.
Alistair Connell has drawn another great bowl to pick up at 2. It's just going to make
just maybe
the race for the section a little more in favour of Kiama. They've completed 11 ends, and we've completed 11 ends here. And I'll just check on our timer. We're 1 hour and 19 minutes into this game. We have 1 hour and 6 to go. So we're just past halfway. And we're well and truly past halfway on these two rinks. And well, they've played 0 ends in Husky Corrimal now. So I imagine that's 10.
Yeah, something's gone wrong on that scoreboard. I can't actually see it, but
so they should get their ends in just in time.
So isn't this interesting? Now we've got these two teams playing next to each other that are fighting for the top position, and it's all down to
margins.
Down to margins.
And of course, they're next to each other by design because the sections move around.
Sections move around together. Yep.
One game on each green here at Club Grandviews, and the two sections that are on this green will play each other in tomorrow's quarterfinal. They'll be on, I'm guessing.
Shot.
They won't be on rink 8 or rink 10. They might be on rink 11. So the quarterfinal and semi-finals tomorrow will be on rink 8 for 2 of those. And we're on 8, 9, 10, 11 in the morning for the quarters. Then we're on 8 and 10. And then back to 9. Someone might get 2 games, but not consecutive on the one rink.
There's support over here at the moment. For Wyong, by the sounds of it.
Or have I been clever and said it's 8, 10, 11, 12? I can't remember. Tap on final series.
That's close. That's Jack. It was kicked it sideways beautifully. Wowee. Well, that's how you spoil that party. I'll tell you what, though, the St John's Park skipper's just using a texter to mark his bowls. Or maybe it's the Wyong guy.
Chalk pen.
It's crap. Don't touch the bowls. That's what spray chalk's for.
Yeah, the law says to use chalk, so if it's chalk pen, no problems at all. Yeah, so the winner of these games will be on rink 11 tomorrow. That's good because no one's on rink 11 at the moment. And then we're on 10 and 8. So one of the teams on this green now may well be in our semi-final. Well, one of them on this green now will be in our semi-final. There's a chance we will stream somebody twice, 3 times, but doesn't work out any other way.
Shot. That's a good shot. St John's Park got a couple back there.
So it's Section 3 and Section 4 are the teams that will be on our stream in the morning. Which you'll be able to find by tapping on Final Series. Once we've got to the end of the day, we'll map those teams in.
Oh, just not putting the weight on there. A bit cautious, mate. Going through there. So St John's with all the advantages here at the moment. There's no balls past Jack at all.
And they're holding.
And they're holding 3.
Oh, I think there is one past Jack. Toucher in the ditch.
Oh, is that going to hold it?
2/3 of the way over
it's
towards the boundary peg. I can see that live. We can't see it from our camera. It's hidden by the ditch wall. Michael Rowe. Chance to draw for 4. Doesn't look like it's coming back.
No, it's out and out and out and out.
Just needs to get inside the boundary peg.
It's just inside the boundary peg, I'd say, and fallen down.
Don't know if it counts.
I think it's too far away. I'm trying to zoom out and get it on the screen. You can see it just past the Bowls New South Wales logo there now. No, it's too far away. No, that's learning the lessons. That's hung out a mile as well. Late hook. Oh, if it stays up.
It has.
Oh, wow.
Well, still 2 or 3, according to Alistair Connell.
Denzel Owen asking how Shane Garvey's going. I'll tell you shortly, mate. As soon as this end changes, I might do an around the grounds. But remember, you can look it up yourself on Bowls Live. The link to it's actually in the live chat there. Oh, this is a very, very good shot. Look at that. Gives him a target.
Denzel needs Matt Peterson to tell him what the results are.
He's dismissed it immediately.
He thinks he's quick.
Yep. Look at the turn, though. Look at the turn. Jeez.
He's quick. It stopped, but it stopped in the sand.
In the sand. If you'd hit that one.
There's 3.
2, I think they pushed.
Well, maybe he was hoping to trail Jack back and make a couple, but he's not even going to measure. The fingers were enough to decide that. So 3 back for St John's. Just might make Jeff McIntyre next door just a little happy to see that. Well, they're up by 6 with 7 to go. And that Jack coming down almost to the tee.
Right to the tee.
Just pulls up fractionally short. You see it's sitting 1 Jack length on the mat side of the tee, so 1 mat length off being
full length
as far as a Jack can go. And I think that mat is very close to being on the tee as well. Might be just a mat length or so off.
So not much change on the scoreboards. Narandra's 13-9 over St John's Park. Pretty much 13 ends all the way down at the moment. Avoca Beach 11 shots up over Harbour. Soldiers Point 10 shots up over Marrickville. That's the Antrim team. Denison Sports having a comeback. Engadine 13-11 now. That's up 15 ends. They're really flying through their ends, actually. It's lovely. Maryland's 11-9 over Victory Sports. Foster, which is the Gosper team, 15-6 over Tarrant Point. Harrington 20-7 over Dapto Sits. No one's happy with that, apparently. Is that right?
No, Harrington happy with that.
Harrington happy with it. That's right. Club Maitland City 21-12 over Curry Curry.
Denzel's asking how Bargo's going because Thorny can't get his phone to work, and Garb's made an excuse that he only brought his work phone, and if he turns it on, it's going to ring off the hook.
Fair enough. Other than that, we've got...
and again, they were told by email to all the competitors well and truly in advance that we're using the app scoring, so...
Yeah.
It can be a bit harsh and say no excuses.
And that Manildra 13, which is the Elkhorn team, 13-6 over Wallerawang. I'll just make sure that's refreshed. Yep, good. And that's the one we're watching here. Next door, 12-13 after 12. And Corrimal, 10-12 after 11 over Huskisson at the moment. No, I'm wrong. Let's reverse that and say Huskisson's 12-10 up. You beauty.
That's a bit of a turnaround.
Sorry, Corrimal. Go Husky.
Yep, that is there on that scoreboard now.
Rob McPherson asking for a score on the Amber team. Well, I can't do that, mate. They're all the way on the other end of the green, or the next green over, actually, and they're not using the live updates, so I can't tell you at all how they're going. I've used to myself because it affects the competition a bit.
Oh, I'll have to tell them off. Ask what their excuse is.
Shouldn't be any excuse for that Yamba team.
Who are they playing?
Bargo.
Well, that's the excuse.
Okay.
Thorny can't get his phone to work properly. Look, on that far end, I think the Wi-Fi range is probably a little bit limited. So if you connect into the Wi-Fi, it sort of drops in and out.
Excuse me, I've just realised the sun's coming across here a little bit, and we're getting a bit warm on the equipment. So I'm just going to leave you there for a sec, Andrew, and grab some covers.
I have some umbrellas in my van. I don't know if that's the solution. No, I get the covers and drape it over the... We're just doing some logistical working out. How to get some shade. Because our equipment does not like getting warm. Parts of it don't. Anyway, that over the balcony, probably not a bad solution. As we look, it's one shot to St John's Park here. Wyong's got the second green bowl just to left of screen, just short of the 2 metre line. And you can probably wouldn't have heard that, but he's going to look for bowl or jack. That jack goes straight back to the left of screen. It'll be huge for them. He's not going to come back enough there. Oh, they're going to go for this. So I don't know if you worked out. Alistair Connell saying play a reaching shot, get the split on the 2, which will push their own bowl onto the jack, and the jack out to the right of screen. He's gone wide as well. That hand with the running is just holding its line. So they thought that 1 wasn't enough. It's going to have to be, unless Wyong can do this themselves. They can look for the shot bowl or belly the jack and get it over to the boundary peg to the left of your screen. It's gone a little bit more direct route here. and he's gone wide again, and it's one more to Saints. So we've played 13 ends. Just a reminder that the scoring app says when it says N13, it means that's the end in progress. I've grown up with the scoreboard showing how many ends played, so I'm used to that.
I was going to say I'm finding it tough at the moment too, but it's just a shift in the way we think a little bit, which is fine. I know there is a request in there to perhaps make it so that it does show ends played rather than end in progress, but we'll see how that comes out.
Oh, there might be an option to have either.
Why not?
Check a box to say whether it's end in progress or ends played.
Yeah, that'd work.
That's only a little logic gate that tick that. It says first end one, or one ends.
So I've got a score update from the what's that other place that's Western Australia? The champions I think are being played at the moment. Leash Rain is up over the Victorian Breton Code. That's very nice, and all of this stuff's available on the live score app.
Sam playing, or she got the bye?
I think I didn't think there was a bye in the ladies. I think one of the squads didn't turn up from memory, but don't quote me on that. I'll go back and find out.
We did have the Blues on top on both. Sam with an undefeated record after her win this morning. Leash Rain had a very narrow win this morning, which kept him at the top of the table.
So she's looks like currently playing Cassandra Millerick.
And in trouble.
Yeah, Australian Open champion Cass Millerick. Sam Ferguson won the indoor. But, so that's a bit of a...
Nah, Sam didn't win the indoor.
What was she win at Tweed?
Did she win at Tweed? Oh, yes, she did.
The World Indoor, that wasn't it?
No, Australian
Indoor. So, yeah, 20-10 at the moment. Cass...
she was down 20-5 and has picked up a 4 and a 1 since
then.
Right,
so. Yeah. No, big comeback, hopefully. We'll see. But Cass Millerick's a mate of mine from down at Moama. And
that's even worse than being a dirty Victorian. It's been a dirty Victorian who's from a club that's actually in New South Wales.
From New South Wales.
I can say that with very much confidence because I know that there won't be any of the Victorian hierarchy watching. Maybe not. Hi, Tony. Hi, Jimmy. It's a fantastic start again from the Leeds. Probably haven't been as consistent as they'd like to be, but John Arrowsmith, he's nailed a few ends absolutely brilliantly, and this is another good one. Alistair's been a little bit wayward. He's had one run because he's got one in the ditch, got one behind, and we won't be too harsh on the Saints here if they're a bit wild because they need to score multiples.
Yeah,
they're down by 7 with 4 after this one. And you hear the roar. There's somebody who wants a set of tyres and a brain for Christmas.
That was a Nissan Patrol.
Yeah.
It wasn't even...
He probably wants an engine for Christmas because he won't have one by the end of that time.
I don't know what that guy was doing. That was chaos.
Oh, the price of fuel at the moment. Why would you do that?
You're not wrong. I can't even argue with it.
I've got no problems if you're doing skids and burnouts in the appropriate place, but the street in front of this club is not that place. I've learned a lot more about all that sort of stuff, being friends on Facebook with Josh Bennis, also known as Jay Benz. Covers the media for Summernats and things like that. Does some weird stuff as well. If you're watching, Josh, enjoy your next chili pie. So Mark Wheatley holding one. I think if I was Mark, I'd be actually just overplaying this. I want to get another one in there, but I wouldn't mind getting a toucher.
You know what's funny? I'm sitting here looking at 18-10 on that scoreboard. They're a long way up, but it doesn't feel like it. It just feels like St John's are on the cusp of something here. And Wyong got to try to not drop it. It's very interesting. 18-11, sorry. 7 shots in it, 5 to play.
I think there's really only a chance for a double here. We've got the best two back. Well, it's last bowl here. Nothing adventurous. Just try and dead draw one. And look, I wouldn't even put this one in my pocket. There's no real danger here unless you really muck it up. You back yourself not to do that. Just a draw. You flop in, get another one. You just push your opponents that little bit harder with that sort of result. It's not too badly down. That'll run in nicely. Just wants to finish. No, it is the one. Nevertheless, 14 ends gone. They're now 8 shots in front. So 4 to play and 8 the difference.
2 on each end. Got to be very, very good.
But more importantly for Wyong, they need to keep an eye on the score next door too. Kiama up by 6. In my memory, I can't remember what the difference was in scores. Wyong was actually on the bottom of the table.
So looking at those scores, you can see 12-18 next door, and then 12 all. Husky Caramel, tight one there. Try to touch her up by your schooner, he says.
Fair call.
Wish my skip was that generous, but my skip's actually playing on the 2 rinks away from us. Not with me.
So we're now at just under 1 hour 40, so there's still 35 minutes left on our time, and they only have to start their...
I still think they need to get a move on. It's pretty slow end rate over there at 13 all. Sorry, the rinks that are on 13. As I've said at the start, it's pretty unusual for Scotty Matheson to be the first off the green.
So Kiama on +8, Wyong on -6. So Kiama at the moment would be going to +14 and Wyong to +2. 3 ends left. Kiama in the box seat. Kiama's hope is that South Tamworth get a few, that South Tamworth pick up 7 shots. Then that would put South Tamworth into the calculations.
Yeah.
And South Tamworth are on a +1. For the Saints, they're sitting third at the moment on -3.
Shot.
So in 3 ends, they basically need to score 18.
Come on, man, it's likely, surely. Don't be like that.
Look, you do your best to win your game and then hope that results go your way. You start worrying too much about what's on the other rinks until you get down to the last couple of ends, you're chasing the wrong way. How many times do you see the tournament leaders with +50 after 5 games, they're unbeaten and...
Oh, that's... No, what?
Lee Schreiner, a very tight win in his match this morning. And he's now up 17-5 over Brenton Code. Leroy really going a long way towards another national champion of champions.
He's a freak of a bowler. Absolute monster.
Yes. He's just an intense competitor.
Yeah.
I've got to say, he volunteered to come and join us for commentary at the Rookies last year. I'm really hoping he'll do the same again this year.
Yeah, good.
Best guest commentator we've had, I think. Up
Oh,
there
really?
anyway.
That's good.
I'm hoping Lennon will join us as well. Lennon Scott, of course, has won a state singles. Unfortunately, Bousey we had in for a while last year too. Won't be there because he's gone to Charlestown.
Yeah.
Oh, great bowl from Mark Wheatley, snuck in. They were 1 or 2 down. He's drawn the shot. Oh. Hate to tell you, but it's now 12 all between
Yes.
Corrimal and Husky, and Corrimal holding probably 2 from this angle. Scotty just went through. Hilsey looks like he's going to draw short. Well, St Johnny's trying to work out how to make a multiple. 1 bowl left this end, the 16th. Well, we say end 15 and it's 15 on the board. Have I got this wrong that it actually is 15 played?
I don't know. I didn't think so. I thought they'd mentioned that previously. Yes, the Coral will get another shot at least on that rink. And over here, bowls scattered everywhere a little bit. I don't know what it's done.
Oh, it's 15 ends played.
Okay,
You
good.
tap on the live and have a look, and it's got a score on the 15th end, so
So that's one to
that's 16 played. 2 to go.
wonder why I'm there, and they're discussing whether to continue playing. No, I don't think margin.
No, the answer is yes, they have to. Unless they're conceding they can't win the section.
Well, they can ask the question, I guess, but they put the jack down, so
I would say play them out just in case, because our match next door, something strange could happen. There's half an hour left.
so while that's happening, Jack's going shooting back. I think they chucked in the dish, did they?
Kiama up by 4 only, with 3 to play. So, oh no, 6, sorry, with 3 to play. That could be one end. So we do require, if it comes to margins, count back, you will have to play all of your ends.
Yeah, makes sense.
The only exception is, should Kiama be at a point where should you get to a point where it's not possible for the section result to be altered. And that would be if you're playing your last end and you need to score a 19 to get through. Let's take the ridiculous stance. Then fair enough. But if there's any chance that section could be altered by the outcome of those ends, you have to play them. I wouldn't know what to record them as if they went off and it didn't. I suppose you just put down that unplayed.
Unplayed, yeah, not played.
Give both teams 0. Because we've not had anybody saying, "Oh no, we're just not going to bother," when we've said, "No, you need to." And I think that's a respect for the game that most players show.
I'd agree with that. Compete to the end. As you can see here, these leads aren't messing around. Look at that.
Well, Alistair's saying, "Well,
Beautiful.
you know what? Let's have a go." Pardon me, laugh.
I can hear Andrew laughing in the background. I'm trying to put the covers up on the screen, but they keep falling over. So I might just. We're lucky we're at the end, near the end of today, because otherwise we'd have some very very hot computers, Andrew. I think.
Well, I don't know if the screen is affected that much. The box, though, definitely. So tomorrow, it might be a good idea if we start with the umbrellas already ready to go up.
Yeah, I reckon you're right.
Or better still, mate, the corflute signs might be the go there, just to put up in front over the handrail.
Handrail in front, correct. We'll see how we go. We should be at the finals tomorrow. What, 3 games tomorrow?
Yep. So similar
Same.
timetable.
Yeah. Well, I'll make sure I'm ready in the afternoon for a warm one. It's going to be warmer tomorrow than it is today. So, and today's not super hot, but geez, it's beautiful and sunny.
The problem is the direct sun on the electrical equipment, and electrical equipment does not handle direct heat from sunlight all that well.
Being hot, no.
The exception is our cameras. They don't really care unless it gets really hot.
Because you're awesome.
So we're playing end number 17. Yes, we're playing end number 17. 2 to go. Look at the scoreboard on the screen, not up in the green, because the one on the green's at one end behind.
So for the... Oh, Cornwall's 3 shots up over Husky there. 19-13 here. Comer versus South Tamworth. And then 18-10...
There's about to be another score go on that Cornwall Husky scoreboard.
I hope it's a nice one.
Cornwall picked up...
oh dear. Another one, so 4 shots down, Husky are now.
3 ends to go, 4 shots the difference. It's not quite panic stations, but we need to win an end. That is one game where they don't have to consider the other result, because it's a knockout game. And we'll be only one team on the number of wins. South Tamworth won the end there against Kiama, which would help Wyong a little. But Wyong, they are well down on this head. So end number 17 about to be completed in our feature game. Just a reminder, we are coming to you live from Club Grandviews. This is the 23-24 New South Wales State Over 40s Pairs Championship. We're in the sectional play of the state finals. There's just been a few more to St John's Park just to close this up. Last end,
I would say, and look, not much is going to change. I don't think. I think the winners of this at the moment looking through is going to be Kiama. We'll go through. Is that right?
Probably,
Yeah.
provided they can hold on and win.
Well, yeah, that's it. As the results stand, with 3 ends to go over there.
20-15 on 17 is what we have the score, and they've got a 0 there on the board.
They have a 0 on the board.
Instead of a 20, but that's okay. We've got the right one in front of us. I wouldn't even worry about it.
I'm not worried. I'm going to try to wave him down. But
players know.
Yeah.
Good start from Alistair Connell. They need 5 on this end to get a tie, which is not good for either team. I think Mark's just noticed that he's got himself down to 0.
He's going, damn it.
And gone, oh well, what does it matter? We have 22 minutes time remaining for all but the games on rink 17 and 18, who are a bit late starting. They just had a lunch service issue.
Balls of Scotty putting down right now. So just watching this ball come down. He's played pretty well. He's only had a couple of wild ends, I'd suggest.
Well, just to complicate matters,
Oh?
we're actually last end, South Tamworth picked up a 5. So it's actually 18-19 after 16 on that adjacent rink.
Well, that, that makes these ends more important, mate. That's why we don't swap, I guess.
They make them very, very important. And I think Kiama is down again. South Tamworth just marked a toucher. Jeff McIntyre's wide and in the ditch.
Wow, so this becomes important all of a sudden. We were kind of looking at a bit of a dead rubber, but if South Tamworth's doing that...
Well, South Tamworth is on a 1, while as a live ladder they're on -1. So 3 down on the head. They end up dropping a count. That last end may well really hurt South Tamworth going to win. And South Tamworth may only win by 1 or 2. Or if it's a draw next door, that makes another big difference.
Yeah, this section just got complex, didn't it? With almost both of us, I think, thinking of it as a bit of a fait accompli. So watching now, if this gets past that front one, it didn't quite. It's moved it up. Not close enough, I don't think.
I think it's still 2 or 3. Oh, well, John thinks it's only 1. That backhand just over the draw, just slightly overplayed. Sit the shot bowl. You get a little contact on your own, you definitely make it second.
Oh, he doesn't want contact on that front one. Oh, that front one's okay. I was thinking the white one.
No, the white one's the one he wanted.
Oh, my apologies. I said it the other way. Silly boy. High quality game been between these two teams in a really tight section. He's trying to look. He's calling to try to move that while we're out, and like just to think an end and a half ago they were talking about not playing this at all.
Well, he's got to try and get them both.
Yep, he does.
Because a draw is not good enough. Well,
Maybe.
no, a draw is not good enough. They can't win with a draw because they will not be ahead of the margin if next door finishes a draw.
Yep.
And if it's a draw, a win next door puts the winner through. So a draw is not good enough on this rink for either team. Whereas a draw
That's heavy.
if this ends in a draw, it's not going to. Mark Wheatley, well, he wants to try and make a shot anyway, just to boost his margin by a little bit.
So that score's going up next door.
Actually, I don't think Wyong.
It's got us on our feet. Everyone doing all the mathematics now.
I actually don't think Wyong. No, they can't win the section because they can't finish on a positive margin.
Mick Smith, it's 18 ends. So this is the last end on this game.
So they cannot get a positive margin. So next door,
18, 19. So one shot in it after 16. 2 ends to go.
2 shots to St John's, so it's 20 to 17. So Wyong finished on 2 wins with a negative margin. They can't win the section. So next door, 2 ends to go. Very critical. Question is, Benny, are we going to switch to the other game? I don't think we will.
No, I don't think we can. Not with the equipment overheating, sadly. Otherwise, I'd think about it very much. But I do think we need to wrap it up there from this session, I guess, this day of play. Keep an eye on the scores on the live scoring app. You can do that through the Bowls Live or on your website. I have put the link to that in the comment section, so just click onto that. Have a look. You'll be able to follow all your favourite teams, favourite players, and all of those things. I'll say now, while overnight, go the Blues over in Western Australia.
Well, Kiama has scored on that 17th end.
20 to 18.
So they're now up by 2.
Yep. So go all the teams over in Western Australia, Leash Rayner, and all the championship teams, and we're looking forward to seeing some results overnight. Thanks once again for joining us. I know there's a lot of bowls happening, and thanks for listening. Thanks for paying attention.